Hello everyone and welcome to our English lesson for today. So the word of the day is concise, okay? And to be concise means to give a lot of information clearly and in a few words, okay? So brief but comprehensive. And this is exactly what we're practicing at the moment when we're condensing our writing into just 5 sentences each day, okay? We've got all these amazing ideas, but we're trying to get them into just 5 sentences. And this is a really important skill to practice because you'll notice when you were younger, people probably used to praise you all the time for writing pages and pages. They'll say, oh my goodness, what an amazing story. It's 6 pages long, okay? But as you get older, you'll start to realize people want you to condense your writing into shorter and shorter chunks, okay? So it's actually, and the truth is, it's actually really hard to do this. It takes a lot more skill as a writer to bring together and condense all your ideas into, for example, one paragraph than it does to write an entire page, okay, or 2 pages, all right? It takes much more skill and control of writing. So this is why we're practicing it, because it's really going to help us develop as writers, okay? And I have to say, you're doing a brilliant job so far, so well done, all right? It's not easy. So, learning objective. As a writer, can I use the PEE technique, so point evidence explanation technique, to create a persuasive argument? Okay, now I'll get started quickly on our flashback 4. So I have 2 things for you to do. I want you to add a subordinate clause into the first sentence, and I want you to add an adverb into the second sentence, okay? So pause the video here and have a go. Welcome back. So I chose, from the moment I arrived at the Infinity Park, I have shown myself to be calm under pressure, okay? From the moment I arrived at the Infinity Park, I have shown myself to be calm under pressure, okay? Once again, I'm giving it a time context and I'm saying, ever since I got here, I've been really calm, okay? And then for the second one, during the desert mission, I managed to save the entire group by acting decisively, okay? So I'm modifying the verb acting, okay? I acted decisively, okay? That's my adverb. And this is going to add, using these, we're going to use these tools later on today, and this is going to help us with our be more persuasive, okay? Now, our objectives. Once again, we'll be working towards all the following objectives. So writing in paragraphs, powerful adjectives, evidence from the text, rhetorical questions, linking our ideas within and across using conjunctions, adding relative clauses to provide information, powerful adverbs and phrases for persuasive effect, okay? And once again, as you know, we will be supported all the way. Although it seems like a lot, you're going to be helped along all the way, okay? Now, just a couple of observations from last week, things that I picked up on that were quite common issues, okay? So take a look at the following sentence and tell me, what do you notice, okay? So pause the video here. What do you notice about this sentence? Right, welcome back. So hopefully you have identified that we have combined 2 independent clauses, okay? And this is known as a comma splice, okay? So we have a comma here that's linking 2 independent clauses. How do I know these are independent clauses? Well, we know it's a clause because we have a subject, Liam, and a verb, okay? So subject and a verb. And here we have a subject, he, and another verb here, okay? He is. Very good at steering the rocket. Now, 2 subjects and a verb. And the reason this independent clause is because it is a clause that can stand alone as a sentence, okay? So Liam is an excellent pilot, full stop. He is very good at steering the rocket, full stop, okay? 2 independent clauses. But if you notice, let me remove this, okay? If you notice, we have joined these with a comma, okay? And this is why it's this comma is what we need to work on, okay? Because this is known as the comma splice, all right? It's an extremely common mistake. I have to say, adults make this mistake all the time, okay? It's extremely common, but what can we do to fix this sentence? So let's have a look. Now, we have 3 / technically 4 options, okay? But one of them I'm not going to explain because we haven't covered it yet, all right? Now, option 1 is a full stop. So we have 2 independent clauses. We can put a full stop between them, okay? Liam is an excellent pilot, full stop. He is very good at steering the rocket. Now, the reason why I would sway you away from using that today or in your writing at the moment is because, remember, we're trying to condense as much information as possible into our sentences. So if we just have really short sentences and we only have 5 of them, we're going to struggle to get all our amazing ideas out there, okay? So let's look at some other options. Here's another option. Option 2, use a comma and a coordinating conjunction. Okay, so if you remember your fanboys, okay, for, and, nor, but, or, yet, and so. Okay, fanboys, these are the coordinating conjunctions. And here is an example. Liam is an excellent pilot. For, he is very good at steering the rocket. Okay, so here's the comma. You need a comma and then the coordinating conjunction. So Liam is an excellent pilot, for he is very good at steering the rocket. However, that's still not my preferred option. I'm going to show you my preferred option now. My preferred option is to use, for this sentence in particular, it doesn't always work like this, but for this sentence, to use a subordinating conjunction, okay? So remember, Liam is an excellent pilot because he is very good at steering the rocket, okay? Because he is very good at steering the rocket. Now, this allows us to link these two independent clauses with the subordinating conjunction. It's explaining why Liam is an excellent pilot because he's very good at steering the rocket. Okay, you can see how now that gives us more information than just Liam is an excellent pilot. It tells us why he's an excellent pilot, and it keeps it within one sentence, okay, which is brilliant. Now, don't worry, we're going to be using subordinating conjunctions explicitly later on today as well, so we're going to get loads of practice with that, okay? Now, when editing your work, and you're going to edit your work very shortly, I want you to focus on 2 tasks, okay? Within each sentence, I want you to identify any independent clauses, okay? You can also highlight subordinate clauses too. So if you have joined any independent clauses with a comma, have a go at using either option 2 or option 3 on the previous page. So option 2, option 3, okay? Have a go. So I want you to go through, when you're editing now, I want you to go through and highlight any independent clauses, okay? And if you notice you join them with a comma, be like, oh, it's okay, don't worry. Everyone, not everyone, but lots of people do it, okay? It's a really common mistake, all right? And then the second thing I want you to do, in the name of being concise, our word of the day is I want you to remove any unnecessary words that are not adding to your persuasive argument. Remember, Dr. Drax is extremely busy and impatient, okay? You need to be as snappy as possible. Be concise. So when you're going through your work, if you find anything that you think, oh, I just don't think that really needs to be there, get rid of it, okay? So what's really important is I want you to not only hand in your writing from today, but also your editing, okay? I want to see your green pen or whatever color pen you've got, okay, that's different to what you wrote in. Show me your editing. Show me you removing words that you don't think are necessary. Show me you identifying the independent clauses, okay? Show me you getting rid of comma splices, okay? That would be amazing. If I can see people going through comma splices and say, oh, I don't need that here. I can use a coordinating conjunction and a comma, or I can use a subordinating conjunction, okay? I would love to see that. That would be fantastic, okay? So pause now, and I want you to edit your work. Spend five minutes, no more than 5 minutes, just going through your work and looking for these 2 things, okay? Using a different color pen, and then come back to the video, okay? Well done. Now, so for your speech for today, we'll be writing paragraph 2 of your speech. Your paragraph will contain 5 sentences, just like Thursday, okay? And there will be a specific objective for each sentence that will be explained before you write it. Just like Thursday, there's 5 YouTube videos that explain each sentence, okay? And remember, go slow, okay? I can't stress this enough, go slow. Watch a video, write the sentence, and then go do something else. Go for a walk, go to the toilet, get a drink, whatever, okay? And then come back, take your time and enjoy crafting your sentences, okay? This is all about enjoying our writing at the moment, all right? Just take your time. So, and as the same as before, if you want to, you can use, please use line paper if possible, but you can do double spaced, okay? Now, I appreciate, I'd rather you wrote in a fashion that is that works for you, okay? So I don't want to be too prescriptive about how you set it out, whatever works for you. But if you want to use double space, which a lot of you have, that's absolutely fine, and it might help you, okay? Tomorrow, we're going to focus on linking our sentences, okay? And how, because there is a chance that when we're writing in this manner, numbering sentences, our sentences can become a bit disjointed. So we're going to make sure that we're linking our sentences, and we're going to do that tomorrow, okay? But like I say, carry on if you want to carry on numbering the sentences. A lot of you have done that, and that's really helpful, not only for you to know you've checked all the boxes and done everything, but also for us when we're marking it, okay? Because we can see what you're trying to achieve, which is great. All right. Now, paragraph 2 will contain 3 main elements. Point. You will start by outlining your point, okay? Remember, this is the skill or attribute you want to focus on. The evidence, you will set up the scenario, okay? Was it the desert mission? Was it the flight simulator challenge? Was it the vortex ride, okay? You will then describe your response to that, okay? So what did you do during the desert mission? What did you do during the flight simulator ride, okay? And then you're going to do a comparison, one sentence of a comparison between you and Eddie. So what if you're going to tell me what you did, and then you can tell me what Eddie did, okay? And remember, you're comparing, but you're being persuasive. So you're not going to put Eddie in a favorable light. You're not going to say that Eddie did better than you. You're going to find the negative than what Eddie did, and you're just going to mention it, okay? You're not going to go crazy, but you're just going to say, oh, by the way, you know, Eddie, he didn't really do very well on this, did he? Okay, that's basically what you're going to do in nice written English, okay? And then you're going to finish off by explaining why this will help you in space, okay? Your explanation. So there's 5 sentences to write, okay? And remember, this is now all about, remember we finished last week about our rhetorical question. We basically set ourselves a challenge. We said, so why should you put me in charge of this mission? Why should you give me $1 billion rocket to lead the mission? Okay, why should I be in charge? You are now going to answer that question with this paragraph. Okay, this paragraph is going to explain why you should be in charge of the rocket. Okay. And once again, same as other Thursday, Bronze is going to be completing all 5 sentences using the sentence starters and prompts provided. Okay, so you're taking my prompts and ideas and then adding in your own. Okay, that's Bronze. Silver, you're going to use some of them, and then some of them it's going to be completely your own ideas. And then Gold is going to be all your ideas. Okay, apart from, I would say, sentence 10, which I think you're more than welcome to use my subordinating conjunctions, because there's only so many that I think are appropriate. Okay. But for the rest of them, you're going to use your ideas, okay? All of your own ideas. Right, best of luck. I can't wait to see what you come up with, okay? Remember, take it slow.